How's it going, guys? My name is TJP and welcome back to another NBA 2K23 MyNBA rebuild. In today's video we have the Minnesota Timberwolves. So we're going to be rebuilding them 3 seeds and try to win an NBA Finals. We'll see if we can do it. Before we do though, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Let me know in the comments post my video today. We've got our social down in the description. We have a playlist down below containing other NBA 2K23 MyNBA rebuilds. Also check out my channel if I contact me TJP. Second channel down below in the description as well. So yeah, we're trying to go through all 30 teams. We're going based on standings as well as where they finished in the playoffs, so that's another thing. Timberwolves made the playoffs last season, and they lost in the first round, so that's why we're doing them now. And we're just alternating between conferences as well. So, let's get on into the game. Let's have some fun and see if we can try to win a finals. Locked and loaded into the game right here. Let's look at the roster that we're fielding here. So we got Karl-Anthony Towns. We got Rudy Gobert. We got him in the trade. We got Anthony Edwards, D'Angelo Russell, Kyle Anderson, Taurean Prince, Naz Reid, Jaden McDaniels, Jalen Noel, Jordan McLaughlin, Eric Pascal, PJ Dozier. Why is he a 2-way contract? Interesting. Bryn Forbes, CJ Ellaby, Wendell Moore Jr., Josh Minot, AJ Lawson. There's a lot of young talent on this team, which is there's a lot of young guys on this squad. It's a pretty young team. I mean, there's a few players. I mean, really, our oldest player is Rudy Gobert, 30 years old, which is kind of crazy. So this team is definitely young. But, yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see what we could potentially do with the squad. Don't really have many picks. So we have a Knicks second rounder, our second rounder, or 2024 first, and a swap in 2026. So really can't be doing any trades with picks. So that's that. We have 2 point guards, 4 shooting guards, 4 small forwards, 4 power forwards, 3 centers. Maybe we try to get another point guard to back up D'Lo for this season. I mean, he's also on an expiring. Maybe we try to move him at the deadline. So we'll see what we could potentially do out here, because I am kind of curious to see if there are any moves that we could make. And maybe D'Angelo Russell, we look to flip him at the deadline. So, yeah, there's a lot of things that I have some ideas for. A couple guys that I'm potentially might be aiming at free agency, if I can assume I can afford them. But, yeah, I mean, let's see if we can maybe get a point guard, backup point guard right now. If I can't, I'll keep the team the way it is, and we'll see what we want to do at the deadline. All right, I'll do a deal like this with the Sixers. We're going to get Shake Milton, Paul Reed. We're going to give up Bryn Forbes and PJ Dozier, as well as one of our second-round picks. It's our own instead of the Knicks, so... yeah, I mean, that's pretty much going to be the team for now. I'm going to see you guys at the deadline, where I'd assume we should be pretty good, but I guess we'll find out once we're there. All right, guys, we're at the deadline, sitting at the 5th seed in the Western Conference. Not doing too bad, 35-23. So we're right in the middle, thick of things, right in the middle. It's not doing too bad, but let's take a look at the stats. Who's playing well, who's not. So, leading scorer, Anthony Edwards, obviously do his ticket there. Karl-Anthony Towns. And then we've got D'Angelo Russell. Jalen Noel has been awesome. And then Rudy Gobert, also doing pretty good too. And we got a few other guys here as well. Looks like Naz Reid, spinal injury, 2 to 4 months. So we'll be missing out on him, which is a little bit unfortunate. In terms of leading rebounders, we've got Towns at 8. No, actually, no. We have Gobert. It's all there. I was like, I'm pretty sure Gobert is leading with team rebounds. Okay, yeah. So him, then Towns, Kyle Anderson. In terms of facilitation, we got D'Angelo Russell putting up 9.1. Then 4.9 from Noel, Towns with 4.4, Edwards with 4.1. In terms of steals, 1.6 for Edwards, 1.5 for Kyle Anderson. Taurean Prince has 1.21 for Cat. In terms of blocks, 2.1 for Gobert, 0.8 from Anderson and Towns. In terms of field goal percentage, Rudy's leading the way, Rudy to booty. Jordan McLaughlin in 21 games. Karl-Anthony Towns, he actually did get hurt a bit, which is why he's only played 43 games. So maybe if he was healthy, yeah. So he had a few injuries, but 3-point shooting. Shake Milton's my worst 3-point shooter on the team. Cat's the best one, though, which is interesting. But yeah, he's only played 12 games, too. I'm actually curious to see what I could potentially get out of D'Angelo Russell. Because here's the thing. He's on an expiring, right? So the question is, do I want to get something of value for him? Or do I just let him walk? Or maybe not. Maybe we don't let him walk. Because there is a chance that we could always, re-sign him in free agency. But I do have a couple of aspirations, potentially, depending on the contracts. And I think we'll have the money to do what I want to do. So I'm going to see what's out there for him. All right, so I really didn't like any of the moves for D'Angelo Russell, but I'm going to do this little trade here with the Lakers. We're going to give up Josh Minot, Shake Milton, the second-round pick this year. We get a Lakers 2027 first and Lonnie Walker for the rest of the season, which isn't too bad. So let's take a look at the roster. So yeah, 2 point guards, 4 shooting guards, 3 small forwards, 4 power forwards, 3 centers. Can I sign somebody in free agency because we have 2 guys in the D League? Maybe. I mean, I'll look out there and see if we kind of just want to sign somebody for the season. Would be like a shooting guard. I mean, it'd be cool if I can get Malik Beasley, but I don't think I can. 5.76. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get him. I could probably get Lance Stevenson, though, for the rest of the season. Yeah, we'll get him on a minimum. Why not? So, yeah, coach game plan. So, this is going to be the rotation for that season. Yeah, we're going to keep Russell on the squad. We'll see how he kind of matriculates. But, yeah, I mean, other than that, I do like the team. I think we could maybe make some noise in the playoffs, assuming we can get there. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. All right, well, we got Luka Doncic winning the MVP. Not a surprise there. Jabari Smith, Jr., Rookie of the Year. 6th man of the year, Ben Simmons. I could have maybe traded for him, but I decided, Giannis was the Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved, Trey Jones. Coach of the Year, Nate McMillan. And Executive was Tyler Jameson. Series All-NBA first. All-NBA second. And All-NBA third. No Timberwolves to be found here. And then you have your defensive first and defensive second. No Timberwolves here either. And then nobody on rookie. So we didn't get any awards, but it's all good. We were the 5th seed, and we're taking on Dallas in the first round of the playoffs. So progression. I mean, made the play-in, won the play-in, and made the playoffs this past season. And now we're officially in the playoffs. So that's pretty cool. 40-34 is what we ended up going. Let's make sure that we're all healthy here, hopefully. Anthony Edwards, bruised left hip day-to-day, but he should be okay for the playoffs. He was my leading scorer. Then Towns, Russell, Noel, Gobert, Lonnie Walker, who obviously traded for, but I don't think he played too much with us, but ended up having 6 guys averaging double figures, which is pretty cool. Leading rebounder was Rudy Gobert. Then we had Towns and Kyle Anderson. In terms of facilitation, D'Angelo Russell 9.4 assists per game. That's pretty solid. Noel 4.6, 4.2 from Edwards, 4.4 from Towns. Steals, Edwards, Anderson, Prince, and Towns, each with 1 or above. And then block shots. It's basically Rudy Gobert on an island of his own. In terms of field goal percentage, it's Gobert, Towns, Anthony Edwards. And then we also had our 3-point shooting. Not too bad. Best 3-point shooter was Towns, and then Noel as well, and then Prince and Edwards. So, yeah, I mean, we're going to go into the playoffs, taking on the Mavericks. We'll take a look at the rotations. That's going to be the rotation that Coach wants to go with. I'm cool with that. And, yeah, let's see how we can fare against the Mavericks. So we'll simulate that play-in. We should be okay. Actually, I'm going to adjust the game plan one more time. That way Edwards can get a little bit more minutes. You know, he's coming off that injury, but he should be okay. Yeah, Dallas is a pretty solid team. They were in the Western Conference Finals. Let's see, there they are. I mean, basically it's Luka, and then kind of a talent dip after that. I mean, the second best player overall-wise is Christian Woods. So, I mean, I think we have more overall talent. Obviously, Luka's the best player in this series, though. So, you know, he could potentially carry them to the victory, although we win Game 1 by 21. They win Game 2 by 1 point. They're up 2-1. They won by 11. Can we even up the series? Nope, we're down 3-1. Blowout. Love to see that. So it looks like we're going to lose in 5. Maybe 6. Okay, can we force a Game 7? No. Okay, so we lost in 6. So, all right, I mean, there's some promise there, though. There's definitely some promise, but unfortunately could not get the job done. And it's going to be the Nuggets and the Sixers in the finals, and Sixers win the finals. Joel Embiid Finals MVP. Okay, cool. No worries. I mean, we have, 2 more seasons. So let's see if we can build upon this season here. Also, a lot of our team is young, so they're going to be improving for sure, which is nice. We don't have any picks in the drafts, so that's not too much going on there. But let's take a look at the roster that we're going to be fielding here. I have to skip through this. I'm trying to skip in advance. Okay, thank you, game. All right, let's take a look at the what potentially we could do here, because I think we have some guys that we could maybe move, but I think a lot of our guys are on expiring deals. Maybe Kyle Anderson, but other than that, it's basically just Towns, and Gobert. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna kind of keep them together, see what they can do together. So let me see if there's anything out there maybe we could try to acquire through a trade, and see you guys. I'm gonna just do it with the Grizzlies. We're gonna flip Kyle Anderson back to the Grizzlies. We're gonna get 2 picks out of it. Top 3 protected, one of them being the Warriors, the other one being Memphis. So now we have a little bit more draft capital, and we save a little bit of money in the process. So team player options, Anthony Edwards, yes. Torian Prince, yeah, we can decline him. McDaniels, McLaughlin, we'll accept them, and then AJ Lawson can walk. So let's see what we've got going on here in terms of qualifying offers. Paul Reed, sure, we can extend him an offer. But I am kind of curious to see what we could do with free agency. I might try to go after a free agent this time around, and I have a couple people in mind. So let's see if we can get that done. We're going to trade Jordan McLaughlin to the Bulls for a first-round pick in 2024, unprotected, and a 2026 second-round pick. I want to acquire a little bit of draft capital here. As well, at the end of free agency, I didn't really have as much money as I thought I would have, unfortunately. But so what I had to do, I just ended up re-signing Russell. But I'll show you guys. So we have Anthony Edwards, Karl-Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert, D'Angelo Russell. We still got Jaden McDaniels, Jalen Noel back, got Naz Reid back, Torian Prince, we re-signed him, Lonnie Walker, we re-signed him. I picked up Neto, Barton, Javonte Green, still have Wendell Moore Jr., and then also Brandon Goodwin and Thaddeus Young to kind of round out the roster. I guess my intention is with those picks and maybe a couple of our guys, we could try to trade for a player. So that could be an interesting move that we decide to do going forward. So that is something there, because we do have our picks. We do have some more picks now, as you guys saw. If I take a look at the trade finder, we did acquire, a few. We still have a few firsts. We can't trade our first, but that's okay. We have the Warriors, the Grizzlies, we have a swap, Bulls second, and also Lakers first, and we'll have the 2028 first round picks as well, maybe to potentially move. So we do have some more draft capital that we could potentially use in a trade. So let's advance to the start of the second season. Start the second season. Let's look at the coach game plan, the rotation. So Russell, Noel, Edwards, Towns, and Gobert. That's not too bad of a starting 5. And we got Jaden McDaniels, Torian Prince, Naz Reid, Lonnie Walker, the 4th, coming off the bench, giving us some minutes. We have a few other guys out here as well. So yeah, I mean, we have some picks. We have some young players. I think we could potentially be a good team. Hopefully we can stay healthy throughout the season. I definitely think there's still a move out there that we can make, like another piece that we could try to acquire. Whether that be moving D'Angelo Russell to get it, or maybe somehow able to keep him, that'd be kind of nice. But if not, he's probably the odd man out in this situation. I do have Anthony Edwards to re-extend, or to just re-sign in the offseason as well, so that's another thing too that we have to worry about. But yeah, let's see what we could do. I'm not going to make any moves for now. If I make a move, it'll be at the deadline, so I'll see you guys what's from there. Alright, well, we're at the deadline, sitting at 34-21 in the conference. 3rd seed right now, which is pretty cool. Seems like we have a cushion between us, the 2nd seed, and the 4th seed. So, alright. I mean, it's not bad. Definitely not bad for sure. But let's take a look at this. And yeah, Anthony Edwards, broken right toe. He's going to be out for 2 to 4 weeks. That's a little unfortunate. But good news is, though, is that it's near the All-Star break, so he'll only miss like a few games anyway. Because of that, and he was having a good season. So Towns doing his thing out there as well, and Russell, Noel, and Gobert. So we got 5 guys, nearly 6 guys. You could even make the argument for 7 with Reed and Walker doing their thing out there. So that's cool. Leading rebounders, we've got Gobert and Towns each averaging above 10. Gobert's case, it's 12, and then assist. D'Angelo Russell, 10.8 assists per game. That's actually pretty impressive. I'm not going to lie. And then 4.9 from Edwards, 4.7 from Noel, 4.1 from Towns. In terms of steals, Anthony Edwards, 1.4 to lead the team. Then Russell, Towns, Reed, each with 0.9. Block shots, Gobert, 1.7, 1.5 for Naz Reid, and then Karl-Anthony Towns, 1.3. In terms of field goal percentage, we've got Gobert, and then Towns, Edwards, McDaniels. So seem to be shooting all right from the field. And then how about our 3-point percentage? It actually looks pretty solid. It looks like we're a pretty good 3-point shooting team. Yeah, this is impressive stuff here from the team. Looking pretty good. So I wonder if we could maybe get a small forward. Well, I was gonna say get a shooting guard, not a small forward. I mean, Jaden Noel is nice. But maybe we could try to get an upgrade there. Maybe try to get him be the sixth man, or maybe try to get another piece. I definitely think we were another player away, so let's see if maybe we can make a move out there. Or maybe try to get a better point guard, even though Russell's been great, so. Okay, I just traded away. So that Bulls pick was valuable. So I traded that, another first-round pick. I traded away Lonnie Walker. Who else did I trade? I traded away a few guys. Basically some role players. I got back Josh Giddey and Brook Lopez from the Thunder. I'll show you guys the trade, but I kind of showed it like quickly, kind of in the thing. But yeah, here we go. Basically traded away Lonnie Walker, Will Barton, Wendell Moore Jr. 2027 first, Lakers. 2028 first round from us. And the 2024 Bulls first round unprotected pick to the Thunder, because they love their picks. And we got back Josh Giddey and Brook Lopez, like I said. So that's a huge move right there. Josh Giddey's a big guard, so he'll be my new starting shooting guard, which is pretty insane, if I say so myself. And then, you know, hopefully we can get back Anthony Edwards, and he'll be my starting three. And we'll have a really good starting lineup. I do need another power forward now, I think. So I'm going to go out there in free agency and try to see if there's anybody out there that's a power forward that we can pick up that I can afford. I don't know if I can afford any of these guys here. Yeah, I would need to sign somebody like on a minimum. So if there's any power forwards out there that wouldn't mind signing, honestly, like I guess Trey Lyles just for some depth. Yeah, sure, we'll sign him just so that we have another power forward in the event that you know, injuries occur. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good-looking team, I gotta say. So I guess that was our move, and I guess we get to keep Russell since I did get Josh Giddey. Yeah, Josh Giddey's a big guard, 6'8", so that's pretty huge there. So I like this team. Let's see if we can make some noise for the rest of the season and try to do well in the playoffs. All right, so Luka Doncic MVP again. Victor Wembanyama was the Rookie of the Year. Sixth Man of the Year, Andre Drummond. Defensive Player Anthony Davis. Most Improved, Jaden Ivey. Coach of the Year was Taylor Jenkins, and Executive of the Year was Dylan Shaw. So here's your All-NBA first team. We've got no Timberwolves, All-NBA second team, no Timberwolves, and All-NBA third team, 2 Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards ended up making it. 24.8 points, 4.9 rebounds, 4.8 assists, 1.5 steals, 0.5 blocks. That's pretty solid efficiency as well, so I like to see that from him in his fourth year, getting an All-NBA third team appearance. And also Karl-Anthony Towns, 22.2 points, 9.6 rebounds, 4.1 assists. Played some pretty solid D as well and had some great shooting splits. 47.4 from the three-point percent. That might be the best in the league, honestly. Yeah, so excellent job there from Cat. Then your all-defensive first and second. No Timberwolves to be found there, and then we don't have any rookies. So, I end up with this 3 seed this time, and we are facing Dallas again in the first round, but I definitely think this time the results should be different. We'll find out, assuming we don't have any injuries. So let's take a look at the player stats and see what we've got going on over here. So, it was, is this per 36? Yeah, wait, let's see, view regular stats. Per game stats. Yeah, there we go. That was probably per 36. So, Anthony Edwards was my leading scorer. Then Karl-Anthony Towns. So we had 2 guys averaged above 20. Then Russell was here. Giddey, Jalen Noel, and then Rudy Gobert, who is aggro. I hate that word. But we had 6 guys ended up averaging double figures, nearly 7. We do have an injury, it looks like. Brook Lopez pinched him in the back. So no backup center. One of our backup centers missing. Jaden McDaniels is upset for some reason. Probably because he's not getting enough PT. We'll see what we want to do about that. Rudy Gobert leading my team in rebounds. Then we have Karl-Anthony Towns, Josh Giddey, Naz Reid, facilitation, D'Angelo Russell, Josh Giddey, then Anthony Edwards, Jalen Noel, Karl-Anthony Towns, steals, Edwards, Giddey, Towns, Russell, and Prince leading the way. And in terms of block shots, Gobert, Reid, and Towns. So basically my 3 centers. And then Lopez also there too. In terms of field goal percentage, best player was Rudy Gobert, then Towns, Edwards. So pretty efficient scoring on some of these fronts. And then our 3-point percentage, for the most part, seemed pretty solid. And our best 3-point shooter was Karl-Anthony Towns. And then Noel, and then McDaniels in 51 games. So, coach game plan, let's take a look at that. This is what coach wants to run in the playoffs. I'm fine with this rotation. Giving some heavy minutes to some of our guys. Yeah, 9-man rotation. So we'll see what we've got going on here. We are taking on Dallas. I feel like it's pretty much the same team. But, yeah, I mean, Yeah, Luka's a problem. Luka's definitely a problem. Yeah, oh, they have Wiggins. Okay, they have Wiggins. They'll have Christian Wood, I don't think. Or if they do, he's hurt. No, they don't have him. I guess they traded him. So they have Wiggins now. Karis LeVert. Okay, they have a solid team. But, again, I feel like we should be able to beat them. But knowing 2K and their love for Luka Doncic, there's a chance that we might not be able to. Well, game 1, that shows as we lose by 10 points. Can we win game 2? No, we can't. Okay, well, we gotta make some adjustments. What's going on here, guys? What's going on here? I forgot to show you guys playoff stats. Did I show you guys playoff stats for a season? No, I didn't. I forgot to show you guys that. This time I won't forget. We win game 3 by 1 point. They win game 4. What is going on? Really? Really? To Luka Doncic? No, this can't be happening. Can't be happening. It's literally just one player. All right, we need to get off to a good start. Horrible second quarter. Yeah, we're getting blown out. Wow. Terrible. Minnesota, what's going on, guys? Dang, man. Luka putting in that work. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, and they were 40-42. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh, man. Okay, yeah. All right, well, fundamentally, this team was like, I guess, bruised rib day to day, but even then, Giddey, was it that big of a deal? Maybe our bench was the problem? I don't know. Gobert is not happy. So, there's a few guys here that are not happy. Maybe we have to trade Gobert. I don't know. We'll have to see, but dang. Yeah, we were not very good. Struggled in the playoffs. So, Zion's in the finals with the Raptors. And the Pelicans win the finals. Zion was finals MVP. We got one more season, but yeah, I mean, 2 first-round exits in a row for the video's purpose. I thought we could make a jump, but unfortunately we didn't do that, so we got some work to do. We have the 24th and 26th picks in the draft, which is cool, I guess. We could maybe draft 2 guys, but I'm probably going to end up looking to use those as a trade piece. Maybe try to go acquire a rotational piece. But if I can't find one that I like, then yeah, I'll take whoever's there at the spot. But yeah, I want to see what's out there for Gobert. Let's see if we can maybe try to find something for him. He's making a lot of money, and he's not very happy with the team, so maybe we have to move him. Okay, you know what? I might do this deal with the Wizards here. I think I'm going to flip Gobert in a first to the Wizards, and we're going to get back Porzingis. Basically swapping Gobert for Porzingis. It might work, it might not. But yeah, I just feel like Rudy just didn't really like, in 2K, the fit, just not there, so maybe Porzingis a little bit better offensively, and always not as good defensively, still pretty solid, so maybe that'll work a little bit better in the game. Rockets are willing to give me Nikola Vucevic for Torian Prince, Brook Lopez, and a first-round pick, and we get a first-round pick as well in 2028 from them. I'm going to do this deal with the Rockets, so we'll add a trade exception as well, so thank you, Houston. Alright, so I have 1 pick in this draft, so I think I'm just going to take... I don't know who I want to take. I could take Simon Wilcox. I feel like I need a shooting guard. Let's see. So, I mean, I guess I could take Josh Giddey, Jalen Noel. I mean, maybe I need a guard. Maybe a small forward if there's anybody out there. Small forward, shooting guard. Could go with Alec Fultz. Honestly, that's probably not a good pick, though. MJ Rice. We could go with him, potentially. Yeah, I'll go with MJ Rice out of Kansas. So we'll go with him. And that'll be our only pick. So, sim to the end, and we'll just sign him. He's probably not going to get any playing time anyway, so cool with that. So MJ Rice, welcome to the team. And then team player options, Josh Giddey. We got him. We're going to obviously accept that. Qualifiers. We'll give McDaniels and Edwards qualifier. Definitely want to re-sign Edwards. That's something we need to do. So that's probably our main priority, is to get him back. Alright, well, in terms of free agency, so unfortunately I did lose out on McDaniels, but we did get re-signed Anthony Edwards, got Karl-Anthony Towns, Josh Giddey, Kristaps Porzingis, D'Angelo Russell, Vucevic, Jalen Noel, Naz Reid, Kyle Anderson, we re-signed him, got Devontae Graham, I got him back, Don Wright, picked up David Nwaba, Will Barton. Got him back, and now got our MJ Rice. So I think I need one more power forward, so I'll probably just sign one at the start of the third and final season. So I'll see you guys once I'm there. Alright, so I picked up Chimezie Metu. So basically now, for the third and final season, our rotation is going to look like this. Russell, Giddey, Edwards, Towns, and Porzingis, which is an interesting starting five. Got Vucevic off the bench with Jalen Noel, Kyle Anderson, Naz Reid getting minutes. We've got Graham, Wright, Metu, Nwaba, and then Rice and Barton as my reserves. So hopefully this time around, we can maybe get out of the first round of the playoffs. That'd be fantastic if we could do that. So for now, we're not going to make any trades. This is just going to be the team. Unless I want to trade all of these really good players for nothing. Right? Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo? Yes. Yes. Absolutely, I would do that. Okay. Let's just get a simulate. I'll see you guys at the trade deadline, where I hope, once again, we're in the top of the Western Conference, which I think we will be, but it's all about putting it together. All right, well, we're at the deadline, and we're sitting at 45-10 atop of the Western Conference, 9.5 games above the Houston Rockets, so this team's looking really good. Hopefully this is the year we can maybe put it together. Anthony Edwards looks like he's having a fantastic season. He's the only guy averaging above 20, 27 points per game. We've got Giddey, my second leading scorer, which is kind of surprising. Towns is averaging 17.7. Then we've got Russell, Porzingis, Vucevic, and Jalen Noel. So 7 guys averaging double figures, which is nice to see. So I'm liking the way this team is playing for the most part. In terms of rebounding, Towns leading the way with 8.4, 8 from Giddey, 7.7 from Porzingis, and 6.8 for Vucevic. So that team's looking good there. Giddey's my leading facilitator with 10.1 assists, and we got Russell, Edwards. In terms of steals, we got Edwards, Towns, Giddey, Kyle Anderson, each with 1 or above. Block shots, KP leading the way with 1.6. David Nwaba in 2 games has 1 block, and then we got Naz Reid with 1 as well off of the bench. And my leading field goal percentage getter is going to be Kyle Anderson in 55 games. And then we got Anthony Edwards, Karl-Anthony Towns, Nikola Vucevic. So yeah, it looks like pretty solid. No Gobert in terms of leading percentage of above 70, but still looking pretty good. And then I guess Devontae Graham, how many games has he played? He's played 7. Really, it's been Edwards, and I guess technically in the larger sample size of things, but my leading 3-point shooter. And KP not shooting the 3-ball that well, but that's all right. He's still playing well, so I can't complain about that. So yeah, the team's looking good. I mean, do I want to make any trades? Probably not. I don't feel like there's no need to. The only thing I might want to do is maybe that rookie that we drafted. And he's in the D-League. Can I even get something for him? And Will Barton. I mean, I could get Collier and Shake Milton back. Could do that. I could also get a Terrence Smith from the Rockets. Just for a second rounder. TJ McConnell in a first. Walker Kessler. Shimokiki, Landry Shamet. Josh Richardson, Kenrick Williams, Will Barton. I'm gonna see what's out there. I might do this trade here with the Rockets. If I only have to trade Rice in a 2nd round pick and I get Terrence Smith back, yeah, that's an extra rotational piece. So we'll just have to deal with the Rockets. I might have an extra guard now, but that's like another rotational piece potentially. I don't think he's gonna get minutes, but he's there. So, all right, cool. I mean, Rice wasn't gonna get any PT. I figured that anyway. So yeah, let's simulate the rest of the season. I'll see you guys at the end of the year. I feel like we'll end up being the #1 seed in the West. Triple double this time, winning the MVP. Xavier Booker was the Rookie of the Year. 6th Man of the Year, Cole Anthony. Defensive of the Year, Bam Adebayo. Most Improved, Keontae George. Coach of the Year, Chris Finch. Our coach, went 62-20. And Corey Jones, our executive. Cool stuff there. So, no Timberwolves on any of these teams. We have an All-NBA second team appearance from Anthony Edwards, putting up 26 a game, 4.9 rebounds, 5.1 assists, about 26, 5 and 5. On some very good efficiency as well from the field. So you'll have to see that. So a great season from Anthony Edwards. No one on All-NBA third team. Defensive teams, nobody. Rookies, nobody. All right. So yeah, we're the #1 seed in the Western Conference. You guys saw 62-20. The second best team were all 49-33. There was 3 of them. And there was 2 teams that were 44-38. So it looks like we have probably the best team in the NBA. I would assume. Even in the, yeah, Pacers with 57-25. So, yeah, we had the best record. So we're the best team. Let's see if we can play like it, though, in the playoffs, right? Maybe, as long as we don't get the Mavericks. Maybe the Mavericks are our kryptonite, though. But, yeah, this team, we had 8 guys ending up averaging double figures for us. I'm not sure how many games Terrence Smith played for us, but fair play to him. Yeah, eight guys averaging double figures. So good stuff from us. Love to see that. Leading rebounders, Towns, Giddey, Porzingis, Vucevic, Anthony Edwards. Yeah, pretty solid there. Giddey is my leading facilitator, 10.3, so he averaged a double-double in the season. And we also had Russell leading the second. And then we had Edwards, Terrence Smith, and then Josh Giddey, Karl Towns, each with 1 steal, at least 1 steal a game. And they had 4 guys with at least 1 block. Actually, really just 3, because David Nwaba only played 2 games. But I guess in those 2 games, he did his thing. So fair play to him. And then leading field goal percentages, as you guys can see. So pretty solid from the field for the most part. And then leading 3-point shooters. Yeah, pretty cool. So it looked like it was Towns in terms of volume. So, who are we going to be taking on in the playoffs? That is the real question. Is it going to be Dallas? It's going to be Portland. Okay, Dallas did not make the playoffs. So, Portland, they have a pretty good team. I was thinking about making a trade with them. It looks like they actually did make a trade. They traded away Lillard. I could have got Lillard and Simons, but I wasn't going to do that. But, yeah, I mean, Simons is pretty good, though. So, yeah, they're an interesting team, but I feel like we should be able to beat them. Only way to find us to simulate, though. So, let's see. Game 1, we do take the victory by 8 points. Game 2, they win by 3. Can we win Game 3? Yes, we do, by 3. Can we win Game 4? We win Game 4 by 24. And we win in 5. So, Western Conference semifinals to take on the Pelicans, who had a tough 7-game series against the Sacramento Kings. I mean, yeah, it's the Pelicans. And I was about to say they don't have Zion, but they do have Zion. They don't have CJ. Okay, I mean, yeah, they have pretty much the same team. I mean, Zion's pretty scary. Ingram, they have Claxton. All right, they have a good team. Game 1. They take the victory by 8 points. Okay, Game 2. We win, though. Even up the series. Can we win Game 3? We win Game 3. Can we win Game 4? They win Game 4. Can we win Game 5? Yes. Can we win in 7 or 6? Yes. Thank goodness I didn't say can we win in 7. So we're in the Western Conference Finals in our 3rd and final season. We got the Golden State Warriors. Stephen Curry is still leading the charge. That's what I'm saying. It's basically Stephen Curry. That's the only guy remaining from the Big 3. I don't know what happened to Clay or Draymond. The Knicks and the Heat. Yeah, the Knicks have a really interesting team. For some reason, they don't have Barrett anymore, but they have Ben Simmons. Okay. Really weird. All right, well, here we go. Game 1. The Warriors versus the Timberwolves. Game 1, we take the victory by 21. Can we win Game 2? We win Game 2 by 1 point. They win Game 3. We win Game 4, and are we going to win in 5? Yes. And we're taking on the Knicks with Scoot Henderson in the NBA Finals. This is a very interesting NBA Finals matchup. The Timberwolves versus the Knicks. Oh, man. Can we get the job done against the Knicks? Let's find out. I mean, we already saw their team because I kind of showed you because I was really curious to see who the hell was on that team. Game 1, we do take the victory by 3 points. Can we win Game 2? They win Game 2 by 12. Can we win Game 3? We're up 2-1. Can we go up 3-1? We're up 3-1. Are we going to win in 5? They win it. They win Game 5. They win Game 6. Oh, don't blow a 3-1 lead, Timberwolves. That'd be such a Timberwolves thing to do. That would be such a Timberwolves thing to do. David Nwaba. Oh, you got to be kidding me. David Nwaba. What happened here? Torn right MCL. When did he do this? Did he do this literally last game? There's no way he literally did that in Game 6. Oh no, he tore it a while ago. Okay. Alright. Game 7. Still, that's really upsetting. Because we could use him. And we probably would have won by now, honestly. Simcast. We're the home team. The Knicks versus the Timberwolves. Can we get the job done? without our best player. We got off to a good first quarter, good second, and it looks like, oh yeah, we're going to blow them out. Yep, we blew them out. And in Game 7, it was not enough for the Knicks to overcome. Great game from Naz Reid played his heart out. So fair play to him. We got the finals in our third and final season. It took us a bit of time. And look at that, Josh Giddey. What a trade that was. He ended up winning Finals MVP for us. So good stuff there. We did get the goal accomplished. We got the Timberwolves in NBA Finals within 3 seasons. You know, we underperformed in our first 2, in my opinion. But it took trading Rudy Gobert to get rid of the hoopla, because I hate the word aggro in this game. Because, you know, relations just don't make any sense in 2K. But yeah, we keep them on just because. Alright, well, with that being said, we're going to the full screen close of the video. Wait, actually, no, we're not. Before we do that, I forgot to show you guys the stats. We were going to close of the video, but I forgot about the stats. Let me show you guys the stats. Let me show you guys quickly the stats. Alright. There's Anthony Edwards before he got hurt. Also, Towns missed some time as well, too. I don't know if he was... Were we doing this with our 2 best players? Well, he wasn't hurt for the finals, but he was hurt for a bit, looked like. Yeah, I think we were doing this with our... Okay, fair enough. I mean, great stuff there from our guys. All right, now we'll go to the full screen. All right, well, that's going to be it for me. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button on it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Let me know down in the comments below some more video discs. We'll social down in the description. We have a playlist down below containing other NBA 2K23 MyNBA rebuilds. Check my channel like Conf Me TJP. Second channel down below in the description as well. We got our Orlando Magic series going on there still. And yeah, with that being said, I'm going to head on out. Take care. Have a great night. See you soon. Peace.